Hey guys, Casual Gamer 84. Welcome back to the game room. And I had an awesome pickup at the Goodwill. I got this factory sealed copy of Supercar Street Challenge on the PlayStation 2. Not only is it factory sealed, but it's in this clamshell that has protected it. And I bought this game. Uh, I did not give the $19.99 for it. I think I give $3 for it. Uh, and I think I'm going to send this in to Wata, and I'm gonna have it graded, and it'll probably be, once I get it graded by Wata, worth, 500, $600,000, I would say, because I know that it's in really good condition, because it's in this clamshell, so it should easily be like a 9.4 A plus 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 on the seal. And it still has the hang tab on the back of it, so I'm really excited to send this off. Because grading your games is all the rage. I'm just kidding. I can't go on anymore. I'm not gonna send this off and have it graded by Wata. I did think it was pretty cool though, that it's factory sealed in this clamshell. I don't know what retailer put them in these clamshells, but it is really cool. The only reason I bought it is just kind of a nostalgic piece, because at one point this was hanging on a shelf in a store, and they made the call to put it in a clamshell, which is awesome, because it protects them long term, and it even says on here, packaging not endorsed by Sony. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But I thought that'd be a funny skit since Wata is all the rage right now. Enough of that. We are going to kind of talk about Wata today. I want to jump on the bandwagon with everybody else. I'm going to try not to get on a rant and go like just ridiculously crazy on everything that I want to talk about, because there is a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. So, graded video games, and it's all the rage because everyone says, graded video games, the value goes to the roof, and I can resell it, and this and that. That's not why I collect. Although the value of a game does mean something to me as a collector, and what I mean by that is it's the rush, it's the feel, it's it drives me to see what kind of deal I can get. The better the deal, the better the hunt. And I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but if I can pick up a copy of Power Blade or Shatterhand or something like that, out in the wild, and I can give $5 for it, $10 for it, and know that it's valued at $100 or whatever the rate is on that. That makes it more exciting, and that drives me to hunt and to find more games, and drives me to build my collection. I don't know if that makes sense or not, and that's the only thing that value of the video game means to me, in that sense. And this is going to sound kind of convoluted and like make no sense, but I can also see video games as an investment. Not as in I'm getting them graded and I'm selling them for millions of dollars at auctions, whether it's golden auctions, heritage auctions, or whatever. It's in the sense that I'm spending money on something that I could potentially sell down the road if I need to. If something happens catastrophic in my life and I need money, I need that monetary value, I need to buy something, my car breaks down or whatever the situation may be, I then have something that I can sell that I got cheap to have that fixed or recoup that money. I don't know if any of that makes sense at all. I do have a few sealed games. I do not have any intention at all of having them graded. That's just not something that I need to have done. Would it be cool to have a graded game? In some ways, but it would just be a conversation piece. It would just be, something when someone comes in the game room for them to be like, oh man, what's this? Oh, it's my graded copy of whatever game. It's graded at a 9.4 A plus 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 seal, and it's worth so and so. It's to give you some clout, some street cred, some YouTube cred, some friend cred, whatever. That's really the only purpose in my eyes. Um, I have sealed games. I do have them protected. I don't have them graded because I want to preserve that physical media. Some examples: I have Stranger Things 3 for Switch. It's sealed, and I put it in protector to protect the condition of that seal. I have Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. Again, it's sealed and in a protector to protect that seal in that game. Uh, these are still sealed because I have them digitally, and these are limited run titles, so it's not like I can go out to the store and pick one up at the Walmart or GameStop or whatever. Uh, so I understand having that sealed. I don't understand grading one of these. I can just the same as tell somebody, hey man, look at this awesome copy of this game that I got, without being graded. Three other games that I got that are new. Um, Ocarina of Time 3D. It's sealed, and again, I put it in a protector. These mainly because Zelda is my favorite franchise. Majora's Mask 3D. And Link Between Worlds. All on the 3DS. And I picked these up at Walmart. I think $5 a piece on clearance. So that was the main driving force. I already had them, but I mean, if it's $5, I can get a sealed one to keep it and preserve that, then why not do that? I would never send these off to get graded in hopes to make a bunch of money selling them on auction or something like that. So my other gripe is people that have bought into the hype and they are resellers or whatever reason, and they've sent games to Wata to get graded. And then all this blows up. Karl Jobst, I believe, is the one that done the almost hour-long expose, if you will, on Wata Games and Heritage Auction House. Excellent video. I'll link it down below. Go check it out. I'm a nerd for like documentaries and stuff like that anyway. So I did enjoy that, and it did shine a lot of light on all of this. But people that have bought into the hype of Wata and they've sent games off and they've paid this company to have them graded, to get a return on their investment. Kudos to you for doing that. The problem that I have with that is when these same people have YouTube channels and they'll go on their YouTube channel and they'll say, well, I can see where what Wata Games did and Heritage Auction did, what they did was wrong, and it's not ethical. I've got all these games that are graded and that I paid for that I want to sell, and then they say, but or however, the price was going to go up regardless. And I believe that is correct. I believe that the price was going to go up. The thing is, any of my viewers out there that are ladies, any of my guy viewers that have a significant other that's a lady or whatever, to never say something to a woman and then follow up with however or a but, because they completely forgot everything that you already said, and it makes all that null and void because you're still right in what you're doing. That's the problem that I have with it. There are some YouTubers out there, I'll give them credit, that they done this. They had one game graded. They said, I don't recommend it. I wouldn't do it. I don't feel right selling this game, so I'm going to hold on to it. Kudos to you for being that guy. Kudos to those of you all that have graded games out there. Have graded games out there in your collection that you want to show off. That's awesome. My recommendation for people that have sealed games that they consider getting graded would be to protect those games and wait. See what the market's going to do. There'll be other players that come in. You're going to wait 6 months or something like that crazy to get your game anyway. So I would just wait and see what all this is going to do before you do anything else. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my desktop because I want to show you all something there. So this is another video I did. So retro protection, I use these guys, and these are the cases that I have here. They're not acrylic; they're plastic. They're a decent thickness of plastic. I think they do a good job of protecting my games. That's what I use. They're relatively cheap. So for NES games, of course, the more that you buy, the cheaper you're going to get them. They're out of stock right now, unfortunately, it looks like. 75 cents a piece. And of course, you're not going to pay shipping on just one. I believe I ordered them in 10 packs the last time I ordered them. It was $7 for 10 of them, so I was looking at $70 a piece. You can find them other vendors and stuff like that. This is who I used, so that's who I recommend. And if you have a Mario 64 that's sealed and you think it's a really good seal and you want to protect it, get an acrylic case. So Collector Protector, they make these 4mm acrylic UV protected cases. So that's a hard shell case. Put your game in. They slide open from the bottom. Put your game in there, slide it shut, and they protect it. So what I would do, my advice to you all, if you have games that you've thought about getting graded, or just games that you want to protect, $16 a piece, it's not super expensive. I would get one of those and protect that game and wait to see what happens. Other people are going to enter the arena. You're going to have other people start grading games and stuff like that. So that's my take on it. So the next thing is people say they're either in two parties. Either the party of they're raising the game of retro prices, or I'm not buying sealed games at auction, so I don't care what the price is. And that's kind of correct in both parties. And what I mean by that is there's this thing called cause and effect. So the effect is something that we do. So for example, effect would be I'm holding an umbrella as I'm outside. The cause of that would be it's raining. I don't know if that analogy makes any sense at all. But I do think that the graded game sales for ridiculous numbers are going to impact the average collector who buys retail or buys online, eBay, things like that, and it's going to affect the prices of resellers. I think that, and it's cause and effect. The effect is the price goes up. The cause is because of what graded games are selling for. I've already seen it a little bit. If you look through eBay listings, there's people wanting outrageous stuff for games that aren't worth outrageous prices. So it will affect the collectors in that aspect. The aspect of that it doesn't affect the collector is that I'm an adult. I'm capable of making my own decisions. So someone can only get out of something what I'm willing to pay for that from me. So if I want this game, I don't know what it goes for sealed. Let me look real quick and we'll find out. Let's scan it real quick. So new, it's worth $10. So this is a $10 game new. Would I pay $10 for this? No. I paid, I think, $3 for it. And I paid the $3 for, the nostalgic aspect and the fact that I've never seen one in this case. So So that's what that was worth to me. I got a inbox copy of Perfect Dark recently. Complete inbox copy goes for $60, I would say. Rough estimate. Let's see real quick. Perfect, $60.15 is what a completed box copy. I got a really good completed box copy on eBay, and I know I've said a million times I don't pay eBay prices, but I got it at auction, so kind of a loophole. I didn't necessarily pay eBay prices. When I say I don't pay eBay prices, I don't pay the buy it now prices. It still had the cellophane or the shrink wrap on the box, so I know the box is probably in good shape. It didn't look crushed or anything like that. I got it at auction for $20. That's what that game was worth to me. That's what I was willing to pay for a complete in-box copy of that game. It's $20. If it had been priced at $30, or if the auction had went past that $20, guess what? I'm an adult. I make my own decisions. I don't need that game. So I don't think that it affects collectors in that aspect. Because I'm adult enough and I have sense enough that if something's ridiculously priced, guess what? I don't pay that price. And if I don't pay that price, and the other collector that lives next door doesn't pay that price, and the other collector in Illinois doesn't pay that price, and then the retro rivals up in Canada, they don't pay that price, and then my boy Jason doesn't pay that price, then that seller's going to lower that price. So the price is going to go down. I know that. And it already has started going down. I think I have a picture of it. If I do have a picture, I will put the picture up here somewhere so you can see it and compare it. So Mario 64 sold for $1.56 million. So right now, well, actually, let's go back. We'll go to historic prices. Complete in box. In July of this year, I don't know if you all will be able to see this on my phone or not. In July of this year, you can see it. Complete in box copy of Mario 64 was $219.69. And you see at the bottom there that the completely in box price now, if I can get this thing to focus again. No, probably not going to happen. You can see at the bottom, completed in box, $141. So it's went down $80 in 3 months. So they're going to continue to go down. Power Blade, I believe, has went down from what it was. And it may have actually went up. So I may be wrong on that. It's went down a little bit. It was at 88, now it's at 84. So prices are going down. I think they'll come to a plateau and they'll stop at a particular. Let me try to get this to focus again. They'll stop at a particular rate and kind of plateau and level out. Will they get dirt cheap? No. Is the days of going to flea markets and buying a whole tub of video games for $20 over? Maybe, maybe not. I guess it just all depends on where you're looking for video games at. You know, an episode a while back, I found a whole tub of $2 video games. Was there any Little Samsons in there or Power Blade 2s? No, there wasn't. But this tub $2 video games. So I think as long as collectors are willing to get out there, they're willing to grind, they're willing to hustle, I think that you can still collect in 2021. You can still collect in the market that we're in now. And it's not going to affect us that much in that aspect. But if you're one of the eBay buyers and the Mercari buyers and you're buying stuff at market value, it is going to affect you because it's going to go up. It'll come back down, but it'll go up. So that's my rant. Sorry if I rambled. if you like the content even remotely, hit that like button. If you're not done so, hit that subscribe button. And before I go, one, ring that bell for notifications. You'll be notified when I post a video for you. But before we even get to the end, there's some other content creators that I watch that I would be interested in knowing your take on the whole Wata scam and how it affects your collecting. And your thoughts on how it affects your collecting. Not the whole thing. There are plenty of YouTube channels out there that tell me that it's a horrible thing and it's unethical and they shouldn't do it and this and that. So, 2 channels that I want to know from you all how the whole Wata scam, heritage auction scam affects your collecting is Retro Rivals, my friends in Canada, and then Jason's House is Fun and Video Games. Either hit me up in the comments or feel free to make a video answering that question. Either way works with me. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.